Women Show, and you can actually see the lovely mommies in the house looking quite young, like the teenagers they are grooming. All right, One Voice, Many Women Show. So let's meet our guests. Let's start with the fair lady on the right.
All right, good morning on this show. I am Mrs. Tafiri Esther. I am a mother with 4 wonderful kids and an amazing partner. I am an educationist by profession and also a life building coach who is building teenagers and youth with a godly character.
Thank you, you're welcome. And by my left,
my name is Adenike Fuwoye. I'm a caterer and I'm also a marriage counselor. I'm also into an NGO, which is Home on the Solid Rock. And I'm also a woman of 1 husband. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh yeah. Sister Tafiri, how many husbands do you have?
Just one.
Just one. I'm also a woman. I'm also a woman of one phenomenal, godly, nice, caring man. Oh yeah.
There are some people that have 3 husbands. I don't know if you have not heard about it. 1 washes, 1 cooks,
yeah. I saw
and the
that.
other satisfied in the bedroom. So that's why I said I have 1 husband.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
So just like you're having a cook in the house,
yes.
you're having a cleaner in the house.
Haven't you seen the video? The men were even saying that.
Yeah,
they're
that they were okay.
They're okay with it.
Yeah, they even had a roaster.
Wait a minute. Do they get paid for doing all of these?
No, she married them the same way.
Yeah.
She married the woman.
But the girl is very rich.
Yeah, she's very rich. She was taking care of them.
So she's like the husband, why they are the wife?
Yes.
The wife.
Don't put it that way. They did not call themselves
husband.
They wear the men and the husband.
She's the wife.
She's the wife. Okay, they are the husband.
Yes.
She's the wife.
Yeah.
But the husband is doing their
This is One Voice, Many Women Show. If you are just joining us, don't forget to subscribe. If this is the first time you find yourself on this channel, don't forget to give us thumbs up, and a like. Thank you so much. Okay, so we want to discuss, let's start with gender-based violence first. You watched the video of that lady that was murdered in cold blood by the partner. I don't know, maybe they were just doing in-live partners or they were actually married and staying together. But what will you have to say to that?
Like, when I was watching it, I was like, why do women stay in abusive marriage? Because I feel that somebody broke the phone board for you, all because of what? You're receiving a call. Somebody decided to push you away just because you're talking to a man. And I was wondering, is it because you have a low esteem? Or is it because you feel that you don't have anywhere to go? Or is it because you feel that you don't want anything, you don't have any value for yourself? Is that the reason why you're still staying in an abusive marriage? Because to me, it shows that you've thought that there's nothing left for you.
Yeah,
and you just have to hang onto that man to survive. And that was the reason why you decided to stay. Because
but then wait a minute, the word survive with that man, is it really that surviving? You understand that word, as in from when she was enduring all of that? And because I resonate with what you just said, that is it because that's the only way you can survive? Now that word, I want to pick it up. Was it really a surviving thing?
That's to her. That is it. She feels there's nowhere I can go to. No one to feed me, no one to clothe me. Like we were discussing before. Well, like, because she doesn't have value for herself.
Oh God.
Maybe because she's lazy, she doesn't believe in herself. Yeah. There's so many things she can do on herself. But because the man has isolated her and made her feel that I am the one that will provide everything for you. She doesn't even want her to go out. She doesn't want her to talk to anybody. So all her life is around her.
There's a part in that video where you see the guy after being beaten, after the lady has been beaten, he comes back home with a gift, a nice gift, to apologize. You understand? You see, in this part of the world, especially Africa, you discover that men like that want to cage the woman from having friends so that they don't get
They do not always have anybody.
yeah, so that they don't have people to discuss
friends.
with, people that will advise them on what to do. And before getting into that, they would have ensured that maybe that woman is not working.
They don't even allow their partners
so they will
to work
depend on the
on the
man.
man.
So at the end of the day, they are being controlled, you know, so making the woman to feel, I think that the major thing that some are not lazy,
Yeah,
but the major
many
problem
are
is,
not.
how do I start?
On my
Where do I
own.
start from?
Where do I start from? If I had started
No
10
work.
years ago,
Yeah,
I would
she
have
would
I
have
would
grown.
have, would have
somewhere,
got
For
here.
now.
Look at the way the
I'm
Nigerian
getting older.
Then look at Nigeria, you know, what do I want to do,
Situation.
the situation, at what age will I start applying for job all over?
Do you know that when I was in
Just
school, when I was in school, I have a friend, very close friend like that. I also have a boyfriend. That boyfriend always beat her. And when the boyfriend beat her, she will come home and I will want to stand to fight. And by the time I'll be trying to tell her that there's something wrong with you, she will keep quiet.
She will become
The moment the guy comes, she will be begging me.
to allow her to
Let us talk. Let me and him talk. Let me and him do this. That one too will now bring maybe mineral and something.
Something to
And I'll be telling her it's something wrong. I don't know.
Now, it's not really funny. Now, let's look at the factors that could be there. There are times those women are forced to remain. Why? For example, probably that man has a sex tape. If you remember, allegedly, I watched one of the clips of Gina Daniels, and she made mention that the husband had something like that with him, just in case he brings it out. You understand? So many times it is something to use to cage them. Sometimes it's about giving the girl's mother or parents some money, huge amount, and then they tell the girl, you leave me, you refund the money, and the girl will be like, where on earth will they begin from? And that is it. I also have I had a case. I was treating, I saw the lady through and all of that came, she poured out her heart. Do you know that men like that actually set up their babes to actually get involved with another man, and they will use that clip on them. So a lot of times, not because they really want to stick, not because they are lazy, but because there's something else that is holding them down. And for this particular one, it was like something like that, you understand? And the husband had it. This was photos, you understand? And she was so afraid that if it's being released, the family will just disown her. She was rightfully married, but the husband set her up somehow. You know, it was such a narrow, space that she had no choice, having just a man to complain to. And each time she discussed with this guy, the husband already knows. So the husband would know what next to do. And the husband stopped, every marital right towards her. Stop giving her money, everything. So this guy was like the only one that would come to be like, sorry, I know what you're going through is not, is not good enough. I know your husband. And from there, the lady will start opening up. And they are always in a place where they are together. And the girl became very vulnerable, and it happened. And that was it. The husband used it. So such a girl will not want to open up except she truly trusts the counselor. And she will just keep saying, don't worry, one of these days, don't worry, he has beat me again. But she can't move, because if she dares, the man will just publicize everything. And the family will just write her off, the society will write her off, because the narrative that the husband will bring in will not be in a pathetic manner. And so that's it. But beyond that, I always say nothing on earth, because you're already suffering. Let him release the sex tape. Continue your suffering. You will come out of it. Anything that happens in Nigeria today is being discussed latest 2 weeks.
There was a video I listened to, I watched recently.
Yeah.
There's this particular guy, I've forgotten his name. He's always on Instagram. He helps people to fight for their rights.
Yeah.
And so the guy was showed us a video of a lady that was begging. The lady called him, and the lady was begging him that my boyfriend has my sex tape and he wants to release it. Please help me to beg him. And the guy was that, are you stupid? Beg him. Send me his number. Send me his pictures. We will go to his house and we will beat him up and we will give him a warning that bring out the tape. Bring it out now. We will pick you, we'll pick your mother, we'll pick your father, we'll pick your children. We will make sure that all of you are in jail. And that is when you people will stop putting out people's sex tape. So the guy was saying that we are not begging anybody.
No.
Anybody should begin to bring out people's sex tape. Yeah. And we'll be picking you people up. And we will go to court. And we'll make sure you people stay in jail. So, and another thing I've realized is that our society, how do we train our children, our girl? Many of us, like she said, the family will abandon. Why will you abandon your daughter? Because she made one silly mistake and you feel you want to abandon. So those things are the things we carry to marital when we are going. My family, they told me, I can't do this, I can't do this, I'm a woman, I have to do this, I have to do that. So many times it makes us feel less of ourselves. What are we going to do? What will people say about me? Like that thing that happened to this woman that died that time. She was working, for God's sake. She was the one bringing the money to the table. And at the end of the day, she will confide in people they want to help her. She will say, no, please, just don't say anything.
Another point I want to bring out, you see, everything starts from family.
The foundation.
The foundation. The Bible says when the foundation is destroyed,
what can you do?
Do you understand? So if you have a girl at home, ensure that there is always a communication.
A rapport.
Do you understand? So if the rapport is not there, by the time that they become an adult, they find it difficult to discuss issues that are bothering them.
Thank you.
Do you understand? But if they are free, sometimes allow them to say the rubbish, the good ones, but give them a listening ears. It is easier for them. You'll be able to advise them. You'll be able to know what is happening to them that time. So for the scenario you just mentioned, let's trace it back to our background. They might be the type that they are always with the house help. Mommy and daddy always looking for, It's good to put something on the table. But don't forget the reason why you want to put something on the table is because of these children. So if you don't catch them when they are young, so they find, that's why you see them falling victim of love outside. They don't get it outside the love outside.
And that also will make me mention this, the discussion at home, especially with the girl child. The discussion, don't set a very high standard for them. In a family, you don't do this. In marriage, no, don't bring shame to us. No, it's good to live a standard, you understand? But it shouldn't be a standard that when they go out to the outside world, they do not meet up with that standard. They are ashamed to come back home. It shouldn't be to that extreme. But it's good to set a standard,
know that even when you make mistakes,
come back home.
Come back home.
We are here.
Come back home. You understand? Now, I want to ask this question. What then should we do in our society to make the woman, to make the women have the rights? There's this stereotype. How is this stigmatization that make women want to come out to talk? How do we begin? How can we start it? How can we help other women to come out? I know one of the vision for this One Voice Many Women show is actually that when we discuss issue like this, other women are listening, watching, and then they have that morale to come out and say no to any violence or abuse. But you see, it's so much within the secondary schools. I deal with secondary school teenagers. They don't speak out. Many of them could be raped in the school. They will never say it. Their parents will not know. This trauma follows them into marriage. Their parents have not known. You understand? Many of them will say, "Ma, please don't tell my mom." And I will have to walk them out that, look, it's even your mom that will help. Hey, she will kill me. No mother kills her daughter. So let's start. And I will use my own experience as like a case study. And from there, we will then enter. At the end of the day, she will be like, oh, thanks. You understand? So how do we begin?
You know, like we said, it is the way they have
Being
our culture,
raised.
the way we have been raised.
Cultural.
Yeah, the way we. One thing I realize is that sometimes when we make mistakes, when we go and tell our parents sometimes, the way they react
Oh.
makes them want to go back inside.
Yeah.
But like, there was a time my daughter was telling me something, and I was pinching myself.
Not to react.
Yes, not to react, so that she can be able to keep trusting in you. And I was just pinching myself. You know, like you're about to say, hey, you know, the way you really shout, and I had to pinch myself. I said, okay, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But to me, it's bad. But I had to make her feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And make her realize, yeah, you can make some mistakes like this. Then another thing I've realized is that even when we parents, we don't tell our children those
The
times
mistakes that we have made.
We only want them to feel that we are perfect.
Perfect from the beginning.
Like, I did this, I did that. There were times when I was still in the youth, when I was this, I did this, and it was a mistake. I don't want you to do that.
That is it.
Let them know.
No, that you made
You
mistakes.
know what? If as a mother you're perfect, so me a sinner will then come and tell
Oh,
you
no,
that I know I won't.
So when we see such people like that, let us bring them, like you were saying, you were able to tell. That's one thing they want to know. Let them know we are on the same page. I've gone through this.
I've gone through it.
And this is how. So they will be relaxed to tell you that, okay, you've gone through it. There was a time we went to a school, me and my husband. When we got there, we were talking about Valentine because we normally go to secondary school and talk about Valentine. So after when we were talking about it, the proprietor was asking me, all these things you're talking about, are you sure my children, my students, are doing this? By the time we start asking questions. So what we tell them is, I just write a question on the paper.
Yes, no name.
So by the time we finish, I gave the question to the proprietors to be reading it.
Yeah.
When she was reading
why
it,
you answer?
when she was reading it, there was a point she sat down.
She couldn't go for
Because one of the students were like telling her that she was being molested in the school by the teacher. She sat down. She paused. I said, read it, man. She said, in my school, I said, madam, take it easy.
It's not personal.
It's not taking personal.
And by the time she read another one, that one was saying on the Valentine's Day, it is my mother that will dress me up, that will give me a man, that will take me out, and my mother will collect money. She couldn't say anything. She said, what? I said, that is it. Because you're not talking to them like a mother. There's a way you talk to them, they'll be able to come out and tell
Not
you.
as a disciplinarian.
Not as a disciplinarian.
As you know what I do when I go to schools, you don't call me Mrs. This, Mrs. That.
Yeah.
I'm the Meg.
If you do that, you bring yourself to
Yeah.
their level, and so they'll be able to.
And I start with my mistakes.
This issue of molestation you just mentioned is something very, very serious. I had a case, was it last month or 2 months ago, and I was weeping. That I could count like 10 girls that had been molested.
Wow.
10, man. I'm not talking about being molested at the school. Some were being molested in their family.
Oh God.
Do you understand?
And
In their family.
another problem I have is that some will be molested in their family, and the mother will keep quiet.
The mother will keep
Don't
quiet.
say it out. Shh. But don't
But
say. And the same person will still be in
family.
the family.
And they will be
Sometimes it's the mother's husband.
exactly, and she will
And
allow
you
it and
will-
allow it.
and
They
you
will
will
take
allow the
baby,
same
they will
man
keep
to-
aborting for her.
God bless you.
Aborting for her.
I think there was
Aborting.
one, was it on social media? They aborted about 12, they did about 12 abortions from girls. And you know, I have come to realize that children that fall victim of this molestation are finding it difficult to say it as the children who
Yeah,
are
at
not
that
being loved.
age.
Do you understand?
Who are not being loved.
It is normal for you to correct your child. Sometimes you might even go wide. Do you understand? So let your child know that mommy is really mad at me at this
And you know
point.
what he has
You
done.
understand? That they will realize. And when they are, at least after some days, call them back.
Bring them back.
And you know, talk to
Let them know the reason why
See,
you're why.
if you're always a mother to them, you won't get the best out of them. Sometimes be their friend.
Sometimes, yeah, you have to be their friends.
Be their friend.
Be on
You'll
the
be
same
able-
page with
Be
them.
on the same page with them. That does not mean they will disrespect you. That's
Exactly.
not-
Yeah.
In fact, they will respect you
A
more.
lot of parents will say, if I could be on the same page with them, they
Oh.
will look down on me, they will disrespect
They
me.
will
No
respect
way. If you are teaching sex education, by 5 years you start teaching your child sex education.
Yeah.
You know?
In fact,
So,
they reduced it to 3 now.
alright now.
Before
So,
it was 5.
okay.
Now they said
So,
3. Just
but
make sure that it is in the language of
their age, you understand?
Anybody touch you,
Yes.
yeah.
So you teach them based on their levels. Like for that age now, your private part belongs to church. You understand? Like I do tell my teenagers, uncle comes to your house. Everything uncle is telling your cough is coming out. Look at your bones, it's getting bigger. Everything uncle wants to do is to lap you.
That's a pointer. It's a pointer.
I tell them, I tell my children and my teenagers, I say, you have every right.
My girl does not lap my boy. My boy does not lap my girl. You cannot just forget the fact that they are sisters. Even my husband cannot enter when my daughter is in the room. It is a rule in my house. In fact, if my boy is inside, me, the mother, I'm knocking. He will tell mommy I'm dressing. I will have to stay outside. If he needs anything about men, the man will go in. So it has been, if me, your mother, your father cannot lap you, me, your mother cannot lap you. So who will now lap you?
I don't know. Which
I
uncle
can't lap my boy.
Which uncle has the right to lap
my mommy? Exactly when the dad cannot lap. So it begins from the home. Let me know that if me that I give back to you cannot do this, then nobody else should do that.
Has the right to do that.
Right. This is One Voice, Many Women Show. Thanks for getting along with us up till now. Don't go away.
Another point I want to bring out, you see, everything starts from family.
The foundation.
The foundation. The Bible says when the foundation is destroyed, what can the branch do? Do you understand? So if you have a girl at home, ensure that there is always a communication.
A rapport.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if the rapport
the
is not there, by the
principles.
time that they become an adult, they find it difficult to discuss issues
Such
that are
things.
bothering them.
Thank you.
Do you understand? But if they are free, sometimes allow them to say the rubbish, the good ones, but give them a listening ears. It is easier for them. You'll be able to advise them. You'll be able to know what is happening to them that time. So for the scenario you just mentioned, let's trace it back to our background. They might be the type that they are always with the house help. Mommy and daddy always looking for, It's good to put something on the table. But don't forget the reason why you want to put something on the table is because of these children. So if you don't catch them when they are young, so they find that's why you see them falling victim of love outside. Because they don't get it outside the love outside.
And that also will make me mention this the discussion at home, especially with the girl child. The discussion, don't set a very high standard for them. In a family, you don't do this. In marriage, no, don't bring shame to us. No, it's good to leave a standard, you understand? But it shouldn't be a standard that when they go out to the outside world, they do not meet up with that standard. They are ashamed to come back home. It shouldn't be to that extreme. But it's good to set a standard,
Know that even when you make mistakes,
come back home.
Come back home.
We are here.
Come back home. You understand? Who are already obedient, calm, respectful to parents, but there are majority of children like that at that teenage age. Their parents can't even talk to them. So what we do is to help to begin to form this attitude in them that your internet can actually be used for academic purposes, for things very good, for developing yourself. And that's what I did to help my son. You understand? He was in a boarding school. When he comes back, he knows everything about everything. So even without phone, he uses phone. My son will be in school and still be able to call me on an Android phone.
And you will like, ow.
So when he comes, discussion, talk. But what I realized is that, I made the father release the phone to him. But I also introduced him to coding, application designs, graphics. Do you know the whole of that took his time off the normal, negative way of using the internet. And that has really given me a peace of mind. So I really want to introduce that also, that from a tender age, begin to teach your children how to be positive with the internet.
Yes.
Don't just give them phone, download cartoons and give them. It's beyond watching cartoons. It's beyond using that internet or phone to keep them away from you so you could be busy. No, don't. If you don't want your child to be exposed that early, don't start with cartoon 2 hours, 3 hours. Begin to measure the time that they can be with phone. After then, begin to let them learn, especially at teenage age, how to use the internet to develop something positive, and it will be the best for every party involved. So your final word now.
To every parent watching this video, please be intentional about your child. Be intentional academically, their spiritual
Very
life,
important.
their emotional life. Be intentional about everything that has to do with them. And above all, show them love and show them the path of Christ. If you show them the way of Christ, just like the Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. If you show them the way of the Lord, then they will give you peace.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Are you?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the child aspect. I want to round up with the abuse aspect. If you are in an abuse marriage, I want you to listen to this. Know that you can come out yourself. Be bold. Have value for yourself. Know that there is nothing you cannot do, and there's nowhere you cannot start.
From
no matter how
matter
it
the
is,
age.
no matter how down you think you
Yeah.
are, start from somewhere, and you will see that before you know it, you are better than where you are. So if you are in an abusive home, look for somebody that you trust so much. Speak out. That's the first thing. The moment you speak out, the healing begins.
Yes.
And I know that the Lord will help you.
Yeah. Thank you. And from me, I will be talking about the survivors of violence, both digital and gender-based violence. Please, if you're a girl and you are going through abuse, please, the first thing first is to begin to find the space to release your emotions. Begin to talk. Look for NGOs, ask questions. You understand, a lot of NGOs go around the schools. Please, if you get one, just call, write your name, your phone number, or get theirs, and see who you can begin to confess everything for too. So you begin to get healed from there, and then you'll be guided through on how to avoid it and come out of that abuse. Just in case it's already been done, do not worry, don't hate yourself, don't hate them around you. Pick up the pieces of your life and create something beautiful again with it. Thank you so much. Don't forget, this is One Voice, Many Women Show. Thanks.